What's up guys, Hoagie Toby here. Today we're going to be doing the top 10 intermediate tricks on your bike. So for example, like if you're past the stage, you can one hand, you can swerve, you can do all that, go to pegs, do knee knock. If you're past all that, then you're going to be ready to do whatever's in this video. If any of these tricks are too hard for you guys, make sure you guys go down in the description below or on my channel. My video is going to be down there and you guys can watch the easier one if all of these tricks are a little too hard for you guys. But watch through the video, maybe there's a trick that you can do. So let's get straight to the video. All right guys, the first trick is going to be on the pegs. You're going to be going like this and going to the opposite pedal, pedaling down, putting that foot on the peg and land. So it's going to be slow-mo for you guys, and let's get a land right now. All right, so you guys go here, knee, like that, and you land it. That. All right, some tips for this trick is to definitely have knee knock down. You want to be able to do knee knock for at least like 2 seconds. Once you have that, you're gonna also want to practice just going like this and just landing like that, so you get the feel of the extra power from that pedal. Because it's gonna be really awkward at first, but once you get it down, it's pretty easy to get locked in. And obviously for all these tricks, you got to practice every single day. And yeah, let's get straight to the second trick. All right guys, the third trick is gonna be going to your crisscross hands in a wheelie. This one's pretty tough, it's all brake control. So make sure you guys know how to do at least no brakes. And then from there, you just gotta grind getting to that crisscross hand, and I'm gonna show you how it's done right now. All right, we got Bike Star Tony here. He's going to that crisscross hand, just like that. Do it one more time for them. Start right there, grab those brakes and switch back. That was a hard way to do it. I'm gonna show you guys an easier way that I learned pretty fast. And you don't even need a geared bike. I did it on my Hoagie Ripper with the heavy gear, single speed. I'll show you guys a video on the screen. But you're gonna wanna go in that wheelie, get that first hand in the middle, and you wanna get that second hand in the middle, and then crisscross them like that, and your fingers are all going to be on the brake just like that. So you're going to have finger on the brake, and then this hand is really all the power. You're not really lifting your bike from this hand. This hand is just for brakes, this hand is to keep the wheel up. So like I said, hand in the middle, other hand, switch, and you're basically gone. And most of the time you won't need to use the brake. If you're good enough at doing no brakes, it's going to be really comfortable for you guys. It'll be pretty easy. It's just getting used to those brakes with the other hand. Even though you guys don't use the brakes with that hand, it's gonna be kind of weird, but you guys should be able to get that if you practice enough. So let's get straight to trick number, am I on trick 2 or trick 3? All right guys, trick number 3 is gonna be like a knee knock ish. So you're gonna go with your knee on the seat like this, and then you're gonna want to switch it like that. This one's actually pretty hard, or it feels scary when you do it. But once you actually get it done with, it's pretty easy. It's just a little jump. It's gonna be one of your first jump tricks. But as I said, knee on the seat, like that. A big trick for this one is to not click your brakes that much. You just wanna really like get locked in, full send it, because that's what almost like all like the peg work tricks. All peg work tricks, you kinda gotta full send them. It's like all like you gotta be really locked in, you know? So it's gonna look like this in a wheelie. You go on your pegs like that, like that. That's all you're gonna want to do, and it looks really good actually. If you guys have a grippy seat and you're doing this, you might want to get like some pants on or something so you slide better, because it's gonna be easy if you slide around and you're just gonna slide into that. Hopefully you don't slide off, but slide into that. If you full send it, you're gonna slide into it every time. And yeah, let's get straight to trick 4. All right guys, this is trick number 4. You're gonna wanna be in your wheelie, just like this, and you're gonna be jumping to your seat, like that. So yeah, it's gonna be a jump from the pedals. And a big trick with this one is to learn how to control above your balance point. So you're gonna wanna be holding your brakes down and cruising, not pedaling. That's when you jump. And you jump back to pedals, or you jump and you go on your pegs and land it like that. But one way to learn how to jump is you go in your wheelie and you just gonna want to go in the cruise and jump off like that, and you'll get more comfortable and comfortabler jumping off your pedals, and eventually you're gonna be able to hit your seat and land it. This trick takes a lot of grind and all that, but stick to that practice. And I would say make sure you learn like knee knock for a while and all that. And yeah, and that's trick number 4. All right guys, trick number 5 is gonna be doing a seat tap or a tap dance or whatever you want to call it, but you got to learn how to seat stand pretty well to do this trick. So you're gonna want to go in your seat stand however you get to it, and it's just gonna be like tapping like that. So seat taps are gonna look like this in a wheelie. You're gonna go in your seat stand just like that. It's a lot of brake control. That's really all it is. You're leaning back like a lot, leaning back, tapping those brakes, and just tapping and just jumping around behind that balance point like that. It's definitely a harder trick to learn. Don't get hurt doing this trick. And yeah, you could start, the best way to start doing it is to really do those little taps like that and then get more into jumping. But you want to start with doing those little taps like that. A big thing with this one is to get a grippy seat. If you don't have a grippy seat, it's not a game breaker, but it's definitely better to have a grippy seat so you can really stick onto that seat. So yeah, that's trick number 5. Let's get straight to trick number 6. All right guys, this next trick is gonna be pullover. And I'm sure you guys seen pullover. I'm gonna give you guys some tips for pullover. And really the biggest one, if you wanna have pegs. If you have frame, it's possible, but it's a lot harder to land on the frame. So it's gonna look like this. Putting one foot down, pedaling, putting the other foot over, and pedaling on the other side. And it really does feel weird when you do it. It feels like it's gonna be impossible, but it's really all about like putting that grind in every day. It took me so long to land pullover. That's pullover right there. A big one is just try to stay balanced and try to improve your balance when you're really pedaling down and leaning all to one side and then getting that foot over. For this one, you definitely want to have some good brakes, because when you're in that pullover, you're getting a lot of speed from pedaling that you're not used to. So you're definitely going to be going up, hitting that balance point, tapping your brakes a lot. Your pedals are probably the most important thing that matter in this. You want your pedals to be just around here, so you don't want it to be all the way up here. So you want the pedals to be around here, so you just get the right amount of pressure, and you want to really sit down on that pedal. It's going to feel really sketchy, but then you go over and you get that last pull over in and you land it just like that. But this trick, as much as you don't want to do it, is going to be the biggest trick that you get in like your whole stage, because after this everybody starts doing pullovers like this. Those styles of pullovers, the hard ones, but learning this one is definitely huge for you, and it's gonna be a hard one, so keep grinding at this one. All right, the last tip I got for you for pullover is to lean back like crazy, because you're gonna be dropping like a lot of this trick's gonna take super long, but leaning back definitely helps, and you're getting used to those brakes. It's gonna take so much grind, but lean back and pedal over and over, and you'll start to see some progression coming in. So here's trick number 7 coming up. All right guys, trick number 7 is gonna be peg hop, or if you already have peg hop, triple peg hop. So I'm explaining both in one. So peg hop is probably the scariest thing you can start to learn, because I know everybody wants to learn peg hop to do those crazier tricks, and you're like stuck and you can't do it. And I've been there. I was there for a while. Like, I did not want to do peg hop. But the biggest thing with peg hop is learning it the correct way. I had the biggest problem with peg hop. I would go into like over here, knee knock to peg, and I would try to go over it like that. You don't want to do that, or you don't want to do this. You don't want to go and crisscross and come back on this side. If you're knee knocking this way, whichever way you knee knock, you got to go on that peg to do peg hop. If not, then there's literally no point of learning the other way around, where you go like this and over, and that just makes it easier but harder in the long run. So definitely go from behind, under like that, All right, here's some tips when you're doing peg hop. You're definitely gonna want a full send, but you're gonna go like this. When you go into here, you're gonna wanna just jump off. You're not gonna get hurt or anything. You just wanna jump off. Look, I'll do it again for you guys. Go to knee knock to pegs. And you just wanna jump off with that peg. And once you get kinda used to doing that, you're gonna wanna go down. And instead of jumping off like that, you try to kinda put your other foot in the way, or maybe even go really small and like go kind of from the side like that. Going from the side is gonna be better than going like that when you're first learning peg hop. Also, a big one is when you're in the peg wheelie like this, you're not gonna want to go straight to the peg hop. You definitely want to get to that knee knock down to peg and then go from behind. And now for triple peg hop, it's actually kind of easy. You're going to your first peg hop, you got that already. All you need is to learn how to do the easier one, where you're just replacing your first peg with that foot, so you're just dropping down to it, so it's gonna be all brake control. So you get into it, peg, you just go again, and then you do another peg hop again, like a normal peg hop. So I'll do that in a wheelie real quick for you guys. 1, 2, 3, and I land that. Ooh. Me like that. A good way to practice triple peg hop is to go over and go like that. A good way to learn triple peg hop is to go over your seat and just go like that pretty easily. So instead of going into that knee knock to peg like that, you're gonna want to just go over your seat like that. All right guys, trick number 8 is gonna be seat stand drop to knee knock. So you're gonna wanna have seat stand pretty good. You wanna go in your seat stand, get 2 feet on the seat, and jump down to your knee like that. And honestly, at first, it could seem really scary. And I don't blame you. You could hit your frame, you could hit your wheel. You have to actually hit your seat. But to get used to getting in that position, you can start going one at a time, where you go like this. You keep one foot on the seat, and you drop the other knee and you go like that. So it's gonna look like this in a wheelie. Go on your seat stand and you go like that. So that's one great way to get started getting used to seat stand drop knee knock. Going like this. It's really all brake control. You're gonna wanna lean back a lot, and make sure your seat is slanted forward. You don't want it slanted back. You're gonna want your seat to be slanted down and not with the nose being like that. You want it like that. And for dropping, when you're on the 2 feet and you want to drop, you just kind of want to let your feet slip down. You don't really want to jump into it, because you could mess up worse. You just want to let your feet kind of slide off like that. Just like that. Seat stand drop knee knock. The easier one is like this. Like that. If you have seat stand and you have knee knock, I would say definitely you got this in the first day. Going like that. You're just going to lean back a lot, and it's really all brake control from there. I'll catch you guys in trick number 9. All right guys, trick number 9 and trick number 10 are going to be a little bit more jump tricks. So trick number 9, we're going to be just start with your foot over the frame, and you're going to want to use the other foot, the one on your peg, to jump from the peg up to your seat like that. So you're going to be in a knee knock. So it's going to look like this in a wheelie. Foot over, jump up to the seat and land it like that. It's going to be really all leaning back and brake control, like almost all of the other tricks. So definitely practice it on 2 wheels a lot. That's a big thing with all these tricks. You're gonna want to practice on 2 wheels and jumping up like that. Honestly, I don't know where my cameraman went. All right guys, this last trick is gonna be jump to knee knock from pegs. So it's gonna look something like this on 2 wheels. You're gonna go in your normal peg. You're gonna be jumping up like that to the knee knock. And this one, it really seems hard, but it's really not that hard. You're really just going into a knee knock. It's just all brake control and leaning back. So I'll show you guys what it looks like in a wheelie. Did you get in your pegs? Jump like that. So really all it is leaning back and learning how to not be scared when you're jumping. If you guys don't 100% full send the trick, you're probably gonna get hurt. That's the bad thing about stuff with jump tricks. When you don't full send it, you could end up hitting your, like getting your foot stuck in there or hitting your frame. You're just gonna full send it and do it a lot on 2 wheels so you get used to the movement and everything. So that's how you land tricks. So you gotta do everything on 2 wheels first. And I see some people jumping first with 1 foot in the air because it makes it feel like it's easier. And that could work for you. But personally for me, I like to get the power from both of my feet and really getting that jump so I can really get in the air and make sure I don't mess up or anything and feel more balanced. But that's honestly all preference. You're gonna figure that out when you start grinding the trick. You're gonna see, all right, do I like this, do I don't like this, and learn it your own way. You don't have to copy everything we do. With the POV, you'll be jumping up just like that, and make sure you got knee knock on lock for sure. You want to really be able to cruise in that knee knock for as long as you want, you know what I mean? All right guys, that's the end of today's video. If you guys improved your wheelies or think you got better, make sure you guys go like it and share it to one of your friends that's learning how to wheelie. Also, if none of these tricks really work for you, I have an easier version on my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And coming soon is going to be the hard version. So if you guys want a hard version, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.